Hello you guys! I am here for my first official cash stuffing on my channel. I am stuffing today $329. So I have cash here with me. I'm going to count first before we start just to make sure I have the right amount. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, 310, 320, 325, 326, 327, 328, 329, 329. That's the right amount. Good. All right, so I'll separate that into denominations. I will be completely honest with you guys. I have filmed this video just before this. I made a big mathematical mistake and totally messed up. So we are doing this again, not only for you, but for me. I want to do this right, and it doesn't always have to be the first time. And I'm okay with that. So we did some math. I called a friend. We talked it through. And I think I've got it this time. So I did some calculations on just a rough piece of paper when I was at work, just to play around and do some cash planning. I might get a regular cash planning book. I might make one. I might just use a notebook. I haven't decided yet, but really it's just wherever it's convenient and I have my check information, I start to plan. So, and I just get excited and I want to do it right then. So if I don't have it with me, then I won't do it. And I really like writing it down, so I don't think I'll do it virtually, honestly. And I really don't like the idea of printing something up each time, so I might just make a notebook. I might just use a notebook. And I have one here that I found in my house just to reuse something, but it's really hard because it doesn't stay open, and I can't flip and use the backs of the pages super easily, so I think I need something with rings. So I'll probably use some of my spending money to do that at some point, but or see if one of my family members has one that I can steal from them. Sorry, tangent, but I did some cash planning out on this sheet here with all of my categories, and then also had my income. So this week's check was $310.22. I also got cash from someone I pet sit for $100. So I have a total of $410.22 to play with this week. 81 of that stays in my account, and for my health insurance that gets withdrawn every month, and I pay $81 from each check to get to that amount. And then I allocated all of my funds and found that I had $4 left for a sinking challenge. Otherwise, all of my funds here, I can give you kind of an idea of what happened in my planning process. And then I also wrote how much in little tiny letters, or little tiny numbers, how much I had in my binder already, but I'll go through that too. So I decided to do the $60 in groceries that I kind of decided to do every week into my envelope. Gas, I did not fill my tank at all this week. So I decided to do 20 instead of 40 because my check's a bit smaller this week. I had to take a few days off of work. So I just dropped that down to 20, but I'm going to roll over my gas money, so I'll have plenty in there. Spending, I am doing 20, and eating out, I actually just finished dinner with my friends from my last job, and I spent about $28 there with tip and everything, and so I'm just rounding that up to 30, so I'll have $10 left in eating out. I just haven't made the change yet. I had to use my debit card, so I'll have an imaginary $10 in my binder, but I will remember to make that change, don't worry. And then household's getting 15, and my buffer is getting 10. My rent is getting the rest of my rent payment for this month. I have to have it by the 12th, and that's just in a few days. So I'm paying $85 into my rent envelope, so that will be fully funded by this weekend. Car is getting 15, medical 15, pet expenses 10, vacation 15, freezer 10, clothes 10, and that saving challenge is getting 4. So I wrote it down a little bit more officially on one of my little made up cash planning sheets so that I can follow it while I stuff my envelopes. So let's get started. Yeah, okay. So I'll just put this up here for my reference and we can stuff. Okay, and see what's in my binder to begin with. I'm going to roll over most things, but I am going to remove my grocery rollover, and I think I'm just going to think about what I want to do with that. I might put it into some of my sinking funds that I haven't yet gotten envelopes for. So I am going to set aside the $27 that's left in my envelope for groceries and kind of think about what I want to do with that. But at the moment, I'm going to take it away and not roll that over just yet. I may end up doing it, but I'm not doing it right now. So I'll just quickly go through what's left in my envelopes before we start. So there's nothing in groceries because we're not doing it right now. Technically there's 10 because I have a gift card for the grocery store and $10 in gift card. My gas money has 40. Nothing in spending, but I have a $25 gift card for Visa, so technically 25. Eating out has that imaginary 10 that I need to make change with, or make change to get. Household has just the $50 gift card for home goods. My sweater weather savings challenge has, I actually don't think I have a tracker for that, but I probably should because I like to know. 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So I'll be filling in another one, which, full transparency, I already filled out because I know what I'm giving it and I know I get to fill in another one. So I already filled in that little circle, but we'll still stuff it. And then my buffer has 19. My rent has 165. My car has 15. Medical has 4 because I picked up some prescriptions, so I had an $11 charge for those, and I always round up on those charges and keep the rest as a buffer in my savings account. So pet expenses has 10, didn't spend on that, and vacation and clothes both have 10, and those are sinking funds, so haven't spent. And freezer, vacation has 15, and freezer has 10, and clothes has 10. Those are the double 10s. And then I have a little $2 off from Target that I got when I picked up my prescriptions. So hopefully I'll make it back to Target and take advantage of that coupon. Okay, so that is what's going on in the binder now, and everything will roll over except for that grocery money that I already removed, and we will stuff. Okay, so I want to make sure you can read. Okay, so groceries is getting 60. Oh, before I start, my bank was out of 10s, so I had these 10s lying around at my house, so I have these 10s. The bank had none, so I have a ton of 5s. So, sorry, groceries get 60, 20, 40, and 60. I did go to Costco, and that's why I kind of used a bulk of this money. But I want to be able to use this and roll it over. So, when I say that, I might as well keep that money in my envelope. I've convinced myself to keep that $27 that it originally had in here because I do go to Costco a lot and I do end up spending a good amount of money at Costco, and I want to be able to bulk shop. So I'm putting the 27 back in there and just getting over myself. So this envelope now has 20, 40, 60, 85, 86, 87. I'll update my trackers after I film so you don't have to watch that. 85 in groceries. Okay. I will make actually little notes on that one here. No, I won't. I'll I'll just count it later. Okay, gas is getting $20 because I didn't fill my tank this week, so this will fill just a little bit extra, and I'm going on a little trip up north and going to probably use a little bit extra gas, so there we go. Spending is going to get 20. Eating out is going to get 40. Household is going to get 15. My savings challenge is going to get 4, which are those 4 singles that I have here, and I will take this out and count. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and that's why I was able to fill in 1, 2, and 3 bubbles, so I have $15 in here, and then the rest of those extra ones will roll into the next so that I can fill out more bubbles. And my buffer is getting 10. So my buffer now has 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay. Rent is getting 85, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 5. This money is going back to the bank very soon because my rent is due in just a few days. So let's do, I want to switch all my bills. Sorry, if I can't see, I keep pulling closer to me. 10, 50, or sorry, 150 and 20s. I just realized this is so much easier if I put my big bills at the top. So I am going to do that going forward because it's so much easier to count. I was just picking up bills from high denominations to low denominations and then putting them in my binder, but this is so much easier to count, so I'm going to make sure to do it this way. 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 240, and 250. I will get faster, I hope. 250 is the amount of rent that I planned for the month, and it is usually under that, but this is the max amount, so whatever I don't pay will just roll over into the next month, but I always want to save that amount and then have it be extra if I can. So that one is technically fully funded. I made a little fully funded placeholder kind of thing so that I know. However, with these envelopes that I don't have labeled in the middle, like these amazing ones from Aesthetic Dollar, it fits kind of funny, but at least I know what's going on. So car is getting 15. I will do all 5s on this one. 5, 10, and 15. And now this envelope has 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 in car. I don't have to get an oil change yet, but I will probably before it gets really cold here in Michigan. And I will want my car running shipshape. So there we go. Medical is getting 15. I will pop a 10 and a 5 in there. And I'll do it the right way. Right, so medical has that $4 left over. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And medical, hopefully won't need that very soon. Okay. And pet expenses is getting 10. I will pop a 10 in there because this one shouldn't be used for a while. So this envelope now has 10, 15, 20. Back in pet expenses. Vacation is getting 15, 5, 10, and 15. And this vacation is not until February, so I have some time for this, but I think I'm going to ramp this up a bit because I have another payment I'm making on the Airbnb we're staying, so I want to make sure I get to that amount. So I will plan for that. The amount's going to go a little bit up, and some amounts are going to go a little bit lower. So I have 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 in vacation. Okay. Freezer is getting 10, 2 5s here because my bank didn't have 10s. I'm running down on 5s. So freezer now has 5, 10, 15, and 20. Okay, that's great. And now clothes gets 10. And I will now have 1 and 2, 5, 10, 15, and 20 in clothes. That shares the envelope with freezer. I'm so hoping I get my aesthetic dollar order soon, and when that comes in, I can do a little unboxing and then another video for stuffing my new categories with my new envelopes and my money for there that I've already allocated. So that is great. So that is it for my binder stuffing. A lot fatter than it started before. I might be able to do a condensing, but it'll be super small, so I don't think I'll film it. But I'll see kind of what it'll look like. Maybe I will. And so my binder is happy and full, and then I just have to get that money changed to be able to put that invisible 10 back in here. And then unfortunately with this check being smaller than it was, I wasn't able to put anything in my sinking funds, these low priority sinking funds this week, but we'll get there. They definitely got a good stuff last week. I just really padded them with a lot of stuff, so hopefully that'll give me a good amount. I can just pop some lower denominations in there going forward, but some more thinking to have to do on those for some weeks when I have lower checks. But I try to pet sit and house sit and plant sit and whatever I can, just to kind of pad my check to make a little extra money to put into those lower priority sinking funds. So I think that is it. This is so full. I'm getting really excited. So I'm just excited to see how this pans out. I always want to stuff my binders, and so my binder right now, and I will be so excited to get my new shipment from the Aesthetic Dollar. And so keep an eye out for that video of the unboxing and then the stuffing of my low priority sinking funds and kind of a reorganization, as one of the items I got is a wallet, so it will kind of be some moving around of my items. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And just remember, if this is your first time doing something like this, it is okay to make mistakes. I, again, made a big one and had to kind of redo this whole process. But the second round was so smooth. Once I kind of got myself into the headspace for doing this, it ended up working out really well, and I don't feel confused and everything seems right. And so definitely just take your time, and if you have to do something twice, do it twice. Again, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and you have an amazing night.